Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're doing our first unboxing of a camera. So one of the members in the community asked me to do a review on the G90. So this is an unboxing and then we'll talk about it. So I've already opened it. So here we are. In it we have the strap of choice. We also have the manual, which is very useful. But if you're a guy, you probably won't read the manual. Let's put it down there. Then we have the kit lens here, and this is a 12 to 60 millimeter, 3.5 to I think it's 5.6 lens. Very neat and tidy. It's a thing of beauty. And of course we have the hood. Now some people actually use hoods, some people don't. I always put my hood on my lens because of previous experiences where I have banged or dropped the lens, and many times the hood has been damaged but the actual lens has been saved. So I always recommend put your hood on. What else have we got here? We have a lead, USB lead. We have the, should be the plug. We have the plug, power supply, and also what we need is the battery charger. I was just looking for a battery and we have it. And we have the battery charger, voila, which is great. And more importantly, we have a small battery. We'll talk about batteries later. What else have we got? Let's have a look. Oh, and of course, we have the camera body itself. Let's unwrap it. My first look. And there we are. It's a nice body camera. Just take a closer look if you can. Is that in focus? There we go. It's a thing of beauty. There we go. Proper look. So let's set it up and see how it is. So here we are, guys. It is a thing of beauty. There we have the micro four thirds sensor, and it is 20 megapixels. Let's put it together, red dot to red dot, and give it a quick turn clockwise and it should click into place. And there we are. So let's turn it round that way. So the camera does video and stills equally as well. And the nice thing about it, it does up to 4K 30 frames per second. It does full HD 1080p at 120 frames per second, which gives it a very nice, smooth, butterly finish. Some high-end cameras don't do that. On top of all that, if you're shooting video, there is no time limit. So you can shoot as long as you like until the card gets full or the battery dies. It's great for a vlogging camera because it has a fully articulated screen. So it twists, so you can actually vlog on it like that, which is really a good thing to have. It also, for one of the features, it also has built in as standard vlog. If you become more serious about your videoing, you already have an upper hand in terms of capturing higher dynamic range. So let's take a tour around the camera. On top, Of course, you have the shutter button, and around the shutter button, you have the primary selector switch. Sitting just below that is the white balance, the ISO, and the exposure compensation. This has a nice feel because each button, don't know if you can see that, each button feels differently, so you don't have to actually look at the buttons because they all feel differently, which is a nice touch. Below that, there is the record button, and next to that is the mode selection dial, and of course the on and off switch. The mode dial moves, and there is a reaffirming click to each of the settings, so that feels really nice. So you know when you put it into aperture priority, shutter priority, or manual, it clicks into place and it feels really nice. That's well thought out. Then at the back, you have the secondary selector button, and in the middle of that button, you have the first of 3 function custom buttons. On the top left, on this side, as you can see, you have another dial that is used to select the shooting modes. So whether you shoot in manual, whether you shoot singular or burst mode, or 4K, or even if you select the timer and delay. On the side, on the side here, you have all the input and output ports. So on the top here, you have the mic, you have the headphone jack, remote jack, you have the HDMI in and out, and also you have the charging point. One of the nice things about this camera is that when you're on the go, you can actually plug your charger straight into, you can plug the lead straight into the camera with the battery in, and it will charge while the battery's still in the camera. So if you're on the go, if you're on the train, you're on the coach, just plug it in while you're traveling around and it recharges your battery. At the back of the camera, starting from the left, there is a function button, and this is used to control how you view your images. You can select whether you want to see the image on the screen, on the EVA, or both. Then on the right hand side, you have the focus selection with the autofocus and the autofocus lock button. And of course you have the display button just here. Instead of a joystick, you have a control dial here that has a number of functions, and in the center you have a menu set button which acts as a OK button or an enter button. Below that you have another function button 2, which can be used to delete items. And right at the bottom is a display button. On the right side of the camera, this is where you place your memory card holder, and it's just a single slot. The battery is underneath and it's housed here. And I find the grip is quite manageable and quite nice for holding on to. I have quite big hands, but I find that the grip is deep enough for my big hands, and I have to say I am impressed with the build quality and how it feels in the hand. I'm looking forward to taking it out and do some videos and some stills.
I'm a camera girl in a camera world. I'm a camera up that running in circles. But I'm dancing tonight in this flashing light. You pull her foot, loves me.